Nobody tells you that Sage Eagle is going to be comfortable. They don't even tell you much at all. All my buddy knew walking in was this. Green Berets were running it, and they weren't here to teach them. They were here to see how they'd behave when the situation went sideways, which it did, fast. That's when I realized that this wasn't an exercise about skills. It was an exercise about judgment. This wasn't training. It was observation. Sage Eagle 25-1 was built in phases, deliberately. Not to make it harder, but to make it less predictable. Green Berets from the United States Special Forces partnered with Air National Guard defenders. The idea was simple. Take people who normally defend fixed installations like bases and force them to operate in fluid, uncertain environments. Each phase stacked pressure on the last. Learn fast, apply immediately, then do it again while exhausted. No long resets, no hand-holding, because real crises don't come with pauses. The first hit was close quarters combat, in rooms, in hallways, corners that hid mistakes. Green Berets didn't lecture, they watched. My buddy and his company moved through a structure, clearing, communicating, adjusting. Then it happened. Someone rushed a corner. The muzzle drifted. A teammate froze for half a second too long. The Green Beret stopped us cold, not yelling, just saying, that's how people get killed. And suddenly it clicked. This wasn't about speed. This was about control under pressure. Because close quarter battles punish impatience instantly. Speed impresses, but control keeps people alive. The next phase, small unit movement. Outdoors across broken terrain in limited visibility. They were given a task, not a script. Move as a unit, cover sectors, react to contact, and then they changed the conditions. Routes were blocked, communications degraded, conflicting instructions were injected. Here's the lesson they were watching for. Who keeps his team together and who falls apart when the plan dies? Because Green Berets know this truth. Plans do not survive contact, but people do. When the plan fails, someone has to lead. Then came Casualty Care, not in the classroom, in the middle of everything else. A teammate went down, simulated, but treated as real. Blood was everywhere, noise, time pressure, hands shook. And that's when the Green Beret leaned in and said something my friend won't forget. This is where good intentions don't matter. We had to secure the scene, we had to communicate clearly, we had to treat the casualty correctly, because sloppy care kills just as surely as enemy fire. This is where the structure of the organization revealed itself. Sage Eagle didn't isolate skills, it layered them. CQB fed into movement, movement fed into casualty care, fatigue fed into mistakes. Green Berets weren't testing competence, they were testing decision-making when overloaded. That's the environment they live in. Midway through, something changed. Instructions got shorter. Feedback disappeared entirely. We were expected to self-correct. That's intentional. Green Berets operate far forward, often without supervision, without support, and without second chances. They needed to see, do you wait to be told what to do, or do you step up when the moment demands it? This is where excuses disappear. The most important lesson wasn't kinetic, it was restraint. It was when to slow down, not when to escalate. When you protected civilians mattered far more than winning the scenario. One Green Beret said it plainly. The fastest way to fail this exercise is to create more problems than you solve. That line stuck. And then, just like that, it ended. No awards, no speeches, just exhaustion and perspective. Sage Eagle 25-1 was not about preparing for a battle. It was about preparing for the first chaotic hours when something breaks and local defenders are all that stand between order and panic. What Sage Eagle taught is this. Green Berets don't measure success by how hard you hit. They measure it by how steady you remain, how safe you keep others, and how responsibly you carry authority. Because in the real world, there is no reset button. If you've enjoyed this, please turn on notifications, hit that like button, and we'll see you next time.